Does it shock you that 225 plus people are dead, 600 plus maybe are missing and could be dead? Does that shock you at the level of brainwashing, manipulation, whatever you want to call it? Does that...
Well, Jeff, this is horrific, for lack of another word. You can imagine how many families suffer. Individuals don't belong to themselves. Individuals belong to families. So if somebody dies, then there is a serious problem. Imagine a mother who has the maternal instinct allows her children to die out of starvation, and then she also starves herself to death. What is that? Somebody must have, and many people who came to Shakahola, and there are many Shakaholas, by the way, that is only one. There are many, and some are about to happen again, but soon Kenyans are forgetting what they saw. We become shocked by issues that happen, but we don't address them. It's sad if I read again of a Shakahola somewhere. And there are signs that we see, and we see that's a Shakahola that is about to happen. But when you look at the followers, you wonder, what is it that they get? Because religion is not just an emotion. It is also something that we should be able to reason out to understand faith. And by the way, if God wanted you in heaven, Jeff, you should have gone to heaven a long time ago. Every human being must ask themselves, what on earth am I doing here? I'm here for a reason. I'm here to add value. I'm here to fulfill God's calling. And therefore, I cannot be careless. But it's like in Kenya, we don't value the sanctity of life. And it's like now, those numbers, they are just numbers. They don't mean much to us. So it is horrifying. It is very sad to see mothers and children there. Yet the pastor's children look normal. They eat well and they go to school. The wife looks normal. And I have said this, and I'll repeat again. When you look at the life of your pastor, if it doesn't meet the average congregant, then there's a problem. You cannot have pastors and bishops living in opulence while their own followers live in poverty.
But the own followers are the ones giving them money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That, you know.
Yeah. But why don't I receive that kind of money?
Right.
Because I don't preach that kind of gospel. So you create a craving, a thirst in people. They will do those things. And by the way, I'm a pastor. If I wanted to twist something small, I have the psychology. And that is what many pastors have done. So the blame is not on the followers. I don't think God will judge them. They did that as they followed the faith genuinely.
Yeah.
But every soul that dies because of a pastor, that pastor will pay.
Do they give the rest of you a bad reputation? You know, they drive in with these big 4x4s, the V8s and the Range Rovers, and you see, and the congregants are all, they're clapping, they're happy that these guys have all this opulence, as you call it.
Well, Jeff, currently, it's very hard for me to go introduce myself and say I'm a pastor. Even moving in collars, you see people discussing you. We are branded. It is very sad. But that doesn't mean some of us who are faithful stop being like that. We will not change the gospel. We will preach the truth. Whether I'm followed by 100 people, it doesn't matter. And soon people will know that truth. But Kenyans generally are very gullible people.
Yeah.
Look at what politicians do to us. They cheat us so much. We believe them, yet we know that what they are saying is not true. And that's why I said religious and political and politicians, they use the same tools to hoodwink us. And Jeff, on this very bench, together with Bishop Koskei, I did say, and that time there was no Shakahola. I said when you have political cultism, leaders who are politicians who are too strong and nobody can question them, that is political cultism. When you have pastors, or whether Muslims or Hindu, it doesn't matter, it's a religion. When we have pastors who are cultic, and then you see the government that is cultic together coming together with religious cultism, it's poisonous, it's dangerous for the people. That time I didn't know anything would have happened. But I actually told the government, guys, you're going to create many, many, many cults in the name of people taking advantage of our power.
And it's come to pass.
It has come to pass. So when I had Shakahola, I said, that is cultism. And I would not be, and that's why the inquiry is important, Jeff. I would not be surprised that politicians were involved in this. How can you bury those kinds of people, now getting almost to 1 million?
Yep.
And government doesn't know? There are many bad eggs on the government, but there are also many bad eggs on the church as well.